E2X video. If you didn't know, on this channel I show you guys how I make passive income with cryptocurrency. So with that being said, let's jump in. All right, so here we are, man. E2X has finally launched. Man, this is exciting. All right, so let's read through this just really quickly. I'll talk about the major differences. All right, so every day 90% of the previous day's ETH that was spent into the auction lobby will be pulled and allocated to users based upon their completed stake terms. 10% will be converted to TRX and used to buy into T2X lobbies. All right, so E2X will feed T2X. All right, it doesn't look like the devs have any commission, like daily commission, but they do have a pre-mine, I believe, and we'll get into that in a second. So yeah, they're pretty much giving everything back to both platforms. Let's jump in here to the portal. Most of it looks pretty much the same. So if you've been in T2X, E2X looks very familiar. It actually looks pretty clean in bluish, blue-green. Let's take a look at what the auction's at right now. So auction is currently at 494 ETH in here. So when the timer hits 0, 10% of this ETH will get converted to Tron and go into the next day of T2X, which is pretty awesome, I think. That'll keep T2X going, keep it afloat. I think that'll build more confidence for T2X. And yeah, we should just be winning all around. So you can see here, I put in 0.1 ETH so far, so not a ton. If you aren't familiar how these work, it's pretty simple. Just make sure you have your MetaMask. You got some ETH in here. I got a little tiny bit of ETH, so I'll show you guys. This is looking kind of good, so I might want to let's just put another 0.1 in. Go ahead and enter the auction. 64 cents, that's good. I'll take that. Then you should see this update once the Ethereum transaction goes through. It looks like they do plan on making XSwap on E2X, so you can buy and sell your E2X. So if you don't want to go into the auction, you have some ETH, you can just buy it directly off of XSwap. Okay, everything is pretty much the same. They still have their referral system, so I will leave the link in the description. If you use the link, you get an extra 5%, and I would actually get 10% of whatever you put in. So definitely support the community, use somebody's link versus just using no link. It just makes sense. Whoever showed you the platform, definitely want to support them if you can. So I'll leave that in the description. Okay, so yeah, man, we're at pretty much 500 ETH. You know, a lot of people like to snipe at the last minute, so this could probably get to maybe 750 is my guess, 750 by the time it closes. So it's pretty exciting. Overall, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Once I get my E2X tokens, I think I'll just stake them. So, as far as staking is concerned, I think the max time is 365 days. With T2X, you could do like the 5555, which is like 15 years. This one's only 365 days. So let me see, does it show that anywhere? And you also get the bonus days and everything like that. So every 5 days, everything works pretty much the same. Okay. I think what I'll be doing is I'll probably jump straight into like a 30-day stake. I think I'll do 30 days. So in 30 days from when I entered those stakes, I should be getting all those releases. Let's take a look at the code really quick. Not to be too technical, but this is E2X and this is T2X. So I'm kind of comparing the code side by side so you can see what's different. For the most part, it is exactly the same. All right, you can see allocating 30 million tokens for promotions, airdrop liquidity, and dev share on T2X. On E2X, they have allocating 10 million tokens for XSwap liquidity, promotions, airdrop, and dev costs. So they do have a pre-mine on here. but they are not taking a commission like they're taking on T2X. So kind of scrolling through, I'm just using Notepad++ to compare the code, and you can see everything's kind of the same. This right here, let me see, external function to destroy amounts of tokens. Not gonna get too deep into the code, but that's one thing that's different. Looks like some type of burn or something like that, not sure. Probably because it's on ETH and it's not on Tron, maybe. This piece right here, I believe this is the dividend. So once you actually end your stakes, it'll show you how much Ethereum you earned. Kind of like DSP. When you end those stakes, it actually shows you what you got on your past stakes. That's one thing T2X does not have. It does not show you what you got when you ended your stake. So that's what I believe that is. Don't quote me 100% on it. But when I looked at T2X versus DSP, that was one of the major things I noticed. They also got this piece here, T2X allocation share address. So here it is. So address payable, internal constant T2X share address. So it looks like this is the address I'm guessing all the Ethereum goes to, like that 10%, and then that ETH probably gets converted to Tron and then sent to the T2X lobby or something like that. So that's another piece that's different. You can see here max staking days 365. Over here we had 15 years. Okay, so just scrolling through, like I said, nothing major. Launch time. Okay, yeah, still nothing major on that. Nothing different there. Almost done with the code. Let's see. So that's that same thing I was telling you. It actually has the dividends. It's going to show that on end stakes. Like, update the share rate. Pay the stake return, if any, to the staker. Okay. Update share rate. Okay. Like I said, I'm not a coder or a developer or anything like that. So, not too sure what some of this means. Just trying to see how it's different, if anything. So there's a huge chunk on the T2X side that has a bunch of stuff here. And like I said, I don't know if this stuff is related specifically to Tron, and that's why it's not in here. I do know when it says Suns, like Suns, that's like Tron is Justin Sun's project technically. So Suns are like 0.000001 like Satoshis, but equivalent in Tron, if that makes sense. So I think that's probably why this isn't there. But I think this piece is specific to Tron. But like I said, we're not gonna dive too deep. Just trying to show you guys some of the little differences I see here. Not a ton of differences. And then this is the end, okay? So it shows, oh, actually has Suns per on here as well. So interesting. Just want to kind of do a quick walkthrough of that. But either way, man, let me know what you guys think about E2X. I will be covering this pretty regularly because I love T2X. I like the mechanism. I love how these auction style contracts work. So I guess that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.